Alright, I want to show you guys my new workflow of how I take notes, how I start projects and everything, and how I handle all that. So I have a little bit different setup than most. I only use my Dropbox for like syncing text documents or references like code references, things like that, tutorials, ebooks if they're on PDF. I use that to sync in Dropbox, and just my snippets, different um, code snippets, my project ideas, any other notes, and everything is synced in just plain text documents. So I can access and edit them from any device, anywhere, and I don't have to worry about installing a software just to look at my snippets, or I don't have to get Evernote or some other notational velocity to just open up my note bundles. So that stuff's in Dropbox. My projects, I have my personal projects, I have my open source projects. They're just in a projects folder in my home directory. And then I have a development folder, and this is where I keep all my assets. So like design assets, tutorials, videos, sounds, images, fonts, and all that stuff's in there, and it's about 6 gig. My project folder's about 1 gig, and it gets synced over rsync. So I can just do simple things like on my command line, I can type in pro remote, and that will uh, rsync my local projects folder to a remote server where I can get anywhere. So that works for, I can sync them locally between machines in my server. I can sync them to a remote server out on the web where I have an offsite backup, and I can do all that through cron jobs and just on the command line. If I want to back up my developers folder, I just type in dev backup, or if I want to grab it, I just type in dev grab, and it will sync it back to my computer or on another system. So that's all really quick and easy because it uses rsync. A lot of the backups and syncs are done on my local network, so at gigabit speeds, and just a lot quicker for massive amounts of data than Dropbox. But in my Dropbox, this is where I have all my projects and stuff. So I have an archive. This has a bunch of different notes. So if I ls archive, they're all in text documents. I can get them on my phones, on anything pretty much. Then I have my projects notes and quick snippets. So like if I'm on a web page here, I have a little service. So I can take this and hit services and quick snip, and then I just type in a file name here. So I could say like copy pass, hit enter, and then that saves whatever I selected into my Dropbox folder and notes. So if I type ls quick, you can see that copy pass there. So I can cat quick and copy pass, and there was that snippet. So I can quickly and easy get things into separate text documents just really fast using that. Like maybe you're online, you're on Stack Overflow, and you need to copy a code snippet that someone's posted on there. You select it, quick snip, and it's there. And then you can organize it later. I may do some more about organizing, but how do I manage this whole folder? Like, I don't use tagging or a lot of finding. I have this little script called TOCPY, and it's a table of contents. So if I want to update it, well, first let me say that everything I do now is in Markdown. So all my project ideas and all that stuff is in Markdown. If I want to convert it to a blog post, it's really easy, especially with how I'm using Pelican now and static sites. It's just so fast and easy, way better than my WordPress setup. So if I want to see this entire structure of my notes and snippets and projects, I can just run Python TOC. That runs, and now if we ls, we can see I have this contents.txt, and I can vim into that, and I have this entire folder structure of my entire project snippets. See, they go by folders, so everything in the PHP folder is here, Python folders here, SQL, Objective-C, and everything's really easy. And I can take these and I can convert it to HTML. So if I want to do any other formatting stuff, I can just type markdown contents and pipe it into this file, and then do a open t.html. Hit enter, and if I bring this over, we can see that everything got converted into HTML. This markdown here, if we view page source, see everything's in lists. It's nicely formatted, so it's quick, it's easy, it's simple. I don't have to screw around with a bunch of formattings. I just quickly put down my ideas, and it just works. So if you want to learn more, just ask me some questions about this workflow. It's really fast. You're not confined to any programs. Your data notes isn't locked away in some obscure database or whatever that some programs have. They're all just simple text. And that's the same thing with my to-do list. I use to-do text, but I'm going to be modifying that because it's not really the quickest for what I need. So I'll be working on that later, but this table of contents script, I'll have that up on GitHub soon, so you guys can mess it around with it. You just put it in any folder, and it will build out the structure for it. It doesn't do nested documents and directories and folders right now, but it will when I have more time to work on it.